outside edges of your feet from the outside, right? So now, this is the beginning of bow pose. If you want to go a little bit further, roll your shoulder blades back and down your spine, open your chest, and then use the strength of your legs to kick your feet into your hands, almost rolling onto the soft part of your belly. And at this point, you can take your gaze up. And let that strength of your legs open your chest and your shoulders. You're going to feel a really nice stretch across the front of your body. Legs are really active here. Try to keep your knees not together, but not far apart, so they're kind of tracking back towards the back of the room. So let's take one more breath here. And then as slowly as you can, release down. Nice and soft. Release your legs, bring your chin back to your mat. Setting up to come back to downward facing dog, place your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, and you can use your knees or not, but on an inhale, we're going to push up to plank pose, and then exhale our hips up and back, downward facing dog. So from downward facing dog, we're going to take another twist. As you're ready, step your right foot between your hands, and really spike up your left heel over the ball of your left foot. You're going to feel a pretty big stretch in the bottom of your left foot. Straighten your back leg as much as you can. Make sure that your right knee is tracking right directly over your right ankle. Again, the same thing with chair pose, right? You don't want your knee popping in front of your foot, in front of your toes. From here, you're going to put your left tricep on your right thigh. And then bring your hands to prayer. And then start to twist to the right. So this is called prayer twist, and it's very similar to what we did in chair pose. It's just in a lunge variation. So again, use your hands, press into your hands, draw your palms down towards your belly button to get a lot of opening in your chest, and then work to keep your hips square to your mat. So you don't want your left hip twisting too much with you. You want to keep your left hip pretty square with your right. And if you'd like to modify, if you want to take this down a notch, you're welcome to put your back knee on the ground. Just a couple more breaths here. And gaze up past your right elbow. Really twist from the bottom of your spine all the way up to the base of your head, right? To the top of your neck. And then as you're ready, gently release. Frame your right foot with your hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left. And lift your hips up to downward facing dog. Getting ready to do the other side. Step your left foot between your hands. Knee over ankle. Straighten that back right leg as much as you can. Spike up your right heel over your right toes. Engage your core. And then take your right tricep to your left thigh. And you can stay just like this, or you can put your hands together. And go for kind of a straight line between elbows, right? From right elbow to left elbow. And then as you press your hands together more, you might be able to spin a little bit more open, remembering not to take the right hip into the twist with you. Gaze up past your left elbow. Activate your inner thighs, they'll help with your balance. And then really press down into the ball of your left foot, that'll help keep you up as well. Again here, modifications are welcome. You can put your right knee on the ground. Even if you didn't do it on the other side, everybody's different. Some of us are dealing with, some kind of pain or discomfort on one side and not the other. So just listen to your body. Take a couple more breaths. And as you're ready, gently release. Hands on the ground to frame your left foot. Step back to plank pose this time. We're going to go through one more vinyasa. Lower down halfway or all the way to the ground. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. From here, come down to your knees. You're going to swing your feet out in front of you and lie all the way down on your back. So from here, I'll take you through one final twist. Straighten out your left leg in front of you. Just kind of relax on your mat. Make sure your shoulders are softening down. Hug your right knee to your chest with both hands. And just stay here for a moment. Just kind of take a few small circles right in the hip joint. What we're doing here is just applying a little bit of compression to the ascending colon. As we get ready to twist, go ahead and move your right knee just a little bit to the right so that you clear your rib cage. So it's almost like you're moving your knee towards your armpit. Keep your left hand on your right knee, take your right arm out to the right, and then begin to twist over to the left. So you're just taking your right knee across your body. Now you don't have to touch the ground with your knee, you can stop wherever you feel a good twist. The important thing to keep in mind is ideally, you want to keep both shoulder blades resting on the ground. And then eventually your right knee might make it to the ground on the other side. That's not really the goal. The goal is just to get a nice, easy twist, easy stretch here. And you're welcome to keep your left hand on your right knee, or you can take it off, whatever you feel more comfortable with. To finish the twist, take your gaze to the right. And just take a nice, slow, deep breath in and out through your nose here. And then let's release. Take your right knee back into your chest. Give it one last squeeze. Straighten out your right leg next to your left leg. So for the other side, draw your left knee up into your chest. Hug with both hands the front of your left shin. A couple of slow, easy hip circles in either direction. This time applying a little bit of pressure to the descending colon. Keeping your right leg nice and straight, your shoulders softening down on your mat. Move your left knee towards your left armpit, clearing your rib cage. Release your left arm out to the left, and with your right hand, start moving your left knee across your body. And again, this is a spinal twist, so one side will probably be a little looser or a little tighter than the other. That's totally fine. Just go as far as you need to go to feel a good, healthy stretch. Never forcing anything, especially with a twist. Softening both shoulder blades down towards your mat, and then take your gaze over to your left fingertips. And try to soften whatever you can here. Just breathe and relax. And then as you're ready, take your gaze back center. Left knee comes back into your chest. This time leave that knee there, hug your right knee in as well. And just take a couple of circles, keeping your hands on your knees, acting as kind of a steering wheel to massage your low back. Shoulders soft and down as always. Last pose is going to be happy baby. So keeping your knees bent, you're going to take them a little bit wider, reaching inside your legs to grab the outside edges of your feet with your hands. And this is a hip opener. So again, shoulder blades down, press your tailbone down towards your mat at the same time. Your goal is to get your whole spine down on your mat. And then you're going to point the soles of your feet right up at the ceiling. So opening your legs wide, acting as if you were trying to pull your knees down outside your arms or outside your rib cage towards your armpits. And some people like to stay still here, other people like to kind of rock a little bit back and forth. And breathe into any points of tension that you have. Think about getting heavy and relaxing and releasing. A couple more breaths. And then nice and slow release. there's anything final you need before Shavasana, before you rest, go ahead and take it. Otherwise, straighten out your legs in front. Or really come to any position that will let you completely relax for the next few minutes. Palms face the sky to let your shoulders open. Feet can fall open, let your hips release. Relax your mouth, your teeth, your tongue, your jaw. Relax your whole face. And just as you start to breathe easily and slowly, take a mental scan of your body and see if you're holding tension anywhere. Breathe a little bit into that area. And completely relax. Now start to just wiggle your fingers and toes gently. Stretch your arms overhead. Stretch your feet out in front of you. Take a big good morning stretch. And as you exhale, draw your knees into your chest. And slowly work your way to a comfortable seat by either rolling over to one side or just sitting straight up. And that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching and following along. I really hope this video helped you, and I hope that you feel better soon. Feel free to favorite this video, subscribe to Psyche Truth, check out my website at vetrafitness.com, contact me anytime. I'm always open to questions and feedback, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.